What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Nour Trades and today I bring you another special video, the Sunday stock watch list, where I talk about all the stocks that I like, all the stocks that I don't like, all the economic events going on, all the earnings plays that are, occurring, because earnings season is back, which is amazing because there's a lot more plays when that happens. So before we go ahead and start this video, yes, I didn't upload a Sunday stock watch list, I believe the last week, because I was in Vegas. If you guys didn't see what happened there, you guys should go on my Instagram and see how insane it was. I want to drop the vlog for that as well. But make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what other stocks did I miss on this video, what other videos you'd like to see on this channel, and just, let me know what we should be looking at for the rest of the week. Sometimes there are stocks that I may not trade, but you guys might comment, and I'll look at it and be like, I kind of like this, and then I'll throw it on my Instagram and say, here, I'm looking at this, and that. And then you guys might comment something that I actually might start putting on my watch list. I had a few that I've done in the past. So let's go ahead and start this video. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm watching right now. Alright, subscribe, turn that alert on. Let's get into the video. Live trading videos should be back this week as well. So let's go ahead. Monday, we have a few things going on. Chicago PMI, Dallas Fed Manufacturing Survey. We have Mary Daly speaking. Esther George speaks on Monday. What do we have going on? We have the index, manufacturing index, construction spending. Wednesday, we have ADP. Employment report. That'll be important for sure. I want to see motor vehicle sales as well, just from a personal perspective. And then we have Fed balance sheet on Thursday, jobless claims on Thursday, employment situation on Friday, and then yeah, we don't have Powell speaking this week, so it's a good thing to me. I love playing when I don't need to worry about Powell speaking, so that's always great. So let's go ahead and go into this earnings calendar here. We have NXP on Monday. That's something you guys might play. I'm not interested. AMD on Tuesday. UPS, PayPal, Google, Starbucks. What else do we have on Tuesday? Anything that I care about? Not really, no. GM, I guess. Wednesday, you have Meta, which is Facebook now. Spotify. You have Lightspeed. T-Mobile. Anything else that I care about? Not really. We have Nokia on Thursday. Remember that short squeeze? That was fun while it lasted. You have Amazon on Thursday. Those contracts are extremely expensive. Even before that, because of the whole, market pullback and, volatility change. So we have Ford as well. We have Snap. We have Pinterest. We have Activision, which is, I don't know if the deal is fully through, but Microsoft looked like they just purchased that for what, I think a $70 billion deal or $60 billion deal. So they'll talk about that on that earnings call. Honeywell, what else we got? We have Shell reporting on Thursday, and then GoPro, Skechers, if those are any interest of you guys. So let's go ahead and start the video. The first stock I'm going to talk about is obviously Tesla. That's my favorite. Made 6 figures on Friday. If you guys missed that, you guys should go to my Instagram. So what are we going to talk about here? This is setting up here. As you guys can see, we had the push on Friday off that low. This was the low of recent. Push off the low. We pushed 792 into 855. We kind of struggled. We pulled back, and then looks like we're bull flagging. We obviously didn't have enough time to take out the 860. So if 860 doesn't have a pre-market, I'll be looking at that. And then if the market can get going again, my next resistance is around 880. And then obviously from there, we'll be looking at 900. Now, as far as the downside, which is very possible, just because I'm looking at the upside doesn't mean I'm bullish. It just means that's the play I'm watching for the upside. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm going to still get in. Doesn't work like that. Now the downside, I am going to be watching 800. We wicked above 800. We never closed the candle above 800 on the 1 hour. So I will be watching the 800. If we break through 800, I'm looking at 792. And from there, we have this downtrend. So, things can get ugly. I'll be watching 780, then 760. Keep an eye on my Instagram so you guys can get an update or updates throughout the week. So Tesla is something I'm looking at for the upside and the downside. Now Amazon. I don't even want to show you how expensive these contracts are, but let's just put this in perspective. We closed at $28.79. The 2,900 calls are $7,000. I guess we'll have a lot of fun with that this week. If it was cheaper, it would be a lot easier for me to give you guys these plays, but we're still going to talk about it. We have a consolidation. I can literally show you right here. Let's add a drawing. Okay, I'll just do it like that. It's obviously a little bit lower. Can I fix this? Yes, I can. So we have a consolidation box here from the top and the bottom. So if we take out the top here, pre-earnings, that'll be the pre-earnings catalyst where you get the run up into earnings. We don't really care what's going to happen during earnings unless you're playing earnings. So I will be watching 2,900. If we break 2,900, we can get that momentum going on Amazon, and that'll be the push, right? So that's the pre-earnings, I believe. Wait, Amazon's Thursday, so we have a long week before we get to Thursday. I wish it was on like a Tuesday, Wednesday where we can get that pre-earnings run up. Earnings happens, contracts settle, or at least, you know, it just happens, so the contracts aren't insanely expensive. It can chill, whatever. I'm not saying they're not going to push. Hopefully they do push if you guys are interested in playing earnings or drop. But we'll keep an eye on that. But for the upside play, intraday, pre-earnings run up, I'm watching 2,900. Now, things get ugly, which I don't think for Amazon it'll get that ugly because they have earnings. So they'll keep it in this consolidation until earnings. If worst comes to worst, they do keep it in the consolidation. I will be watching 27.07 if things get ugly, but I doubt that'll happen just because they have earnings this week. Amazon, now, Netflix is something, yeah, I don't know what's going on with these lines, but I think this is because, I don't know what's going on, but let's just clear drawing. LOL. Alright, so we have Netflix. We have a catalyst that occurred last week. It did push the stock from 350 back up. The reason we had, I think Bill Ackman ended up buying $1 billion worth of Netflix. He got 50% off. He said it was a great deal here. Boom, Netflix pushes. I am watching $3.95. I usually don't mess with Netflix, but if it does give me the opportunity, I will be watching $3.95 into 400. If we can get the breakthrough 400 going, we should see a nice little rally on Netflix. So Netflix, I am watching it just due to the catalyst last week that occurred with Bill Ackman when he bought $1 billion worth of shares. It was a little over $1 billion. It was right here when this was at 357. This ended up pushing from 357 all the way to 381 and continued the next day all the way to 393. So I will be watching 395, 400, and see the momentum from there. So Netflix is on watch this week, which isn't the usual. Nvidia. On the 1 hour, we have a downtrend going, which most stocks on the market have a downtrend going, just due to the whole, you know, volatility and market shake-up we've had this past, you know, week or two. But I am watching Nvidia, this downtrend break. I will be watching 240. I could play the momentum into 235, into 240, but I think personally I'm going to wait for this 240 break because we got rejected here twice. So as you can see, 1 rejection, 2 rejection. So if we get through 240, I will be watching that as that comes up for a rally back up to 250. We'll see how that play goes because Nvidia is a little weird. And we'll see how the market is. You obviously need market sentiment. Do not try to play calls on something that's, you know, so big in the market that, you know, it's going to get dragged down. So a lot of people will just say, F it, I'm going to get into some calls here in Nvidia. NQ and ES comes crashing down during the day, and you're like, whatever, I'm going to leave my calls open because it shouldn't get affected, and your stock ends up getting affected because the whole market's coming down. You need to be aware of market sentiment so you don't just get caught in anything. Same thing goes for puts. If you're in puts while the market's about to bounce or on support, hovering on support, and we end up bouncing, you're going to get a wick like this and get caught in something like this, right? For example, this wick looks like the market bounced and, you know, everything happened to come back up with it. So the video's on watch. I'm really watching 240. If I can see a play during the day for that momentum push into 235, I will be looking at it. That's really it. The only thing I'm really going to talk about is Apple. Apple hasn't really been, you know, affected by this whole market volatility, and it makes perfect sense. It's a value stock. It's not a growth stock. This is proven to be around for a very long time. They pay dividends. So when things get ugly, things like Apple are safe havens, right? You put your money in here when things get ugly and say, okay, I'll sit on this rather than going for things like Tesla because that is a volatile stock, right? So Apple, for example, Microsoft is a big one too. But Apple, as you can see, this 3-year trend, if you happen to buy this and say, okay, I'm going to take my first position at this trend, and if it breaks through, I'll start adding. If you took your position at this 154, 155 level, look at this bounce. You know, that's that's as good as it gets when you're looking at trend bounces and support bounces. Look at this, from 155 up to 170. You got to keep an eye for this so you don't get caught in wicks and caught on playing puts when things aren't that weak, right? So Apple wasn't that weak, got at that bounce, market was already overextended, boom, you get a market push, and Apple's the first one to push with it because it's been holding up so well. When the stocks are holding up so well and you have a market, you know, fall through like that and it's overextended, things like Apple are going to just take that chance off the support, off of that trend, and take a what is that, a $15 bounce? Insane bounce off of Apple. So that's my watch list for this week. I'm keeping it short and simple. As the days go on, I do add to my watch list. That's the whole point of me having a chat. I also post on my Instagram whenever I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what am I missing, what are you guys watching, and comment down below what other videos you'd like to see on our channel, and hit that alert because I will be uploading updates this week and live trading videos. That's the easiest way to learn. Stop trying to learn from people who are saying, yo, you should get in here and get in here. That you want to watch them live, see what they're really doing, and that's how you actually learn. I'll see you guys. Peace.